Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another grounded build video where today we're going in and I'm showing you guys how to get so incredibly fast in this game that traversing the backyard will become a thing of ease. This build that I have made now with the update that they had made last night has made you extraordinarily fast. Now I want to show you guys something. So this is how fast you used to be able to run in the game with this build, okay? This is still pretty fast. This is with upgraded aphid slippers. This is with some grub chest plate and a mite hat, right? We'll go over all of it here in just a second. But this is how fast you used to run, right? Now, this is without the quickness on. They have updated the quickness perk. I'm going to go ahead and put it on for you guys. And now, look how incredibly fast you can move in this game now. This is insane. This makes you faster than most zip lines in the game. This makes it so you can outrun any bug in the game at all. Nothing will be able to keep up with you. And I got a couple tips and tricks on how to make it even easier for you guys to be able to get around the backyard. So let's hop into it and let's check out this build, shall we? Let me get back up to safety. Okay, here we go. Let's take a little peek. First of all, let's talk inventory. I don't have anything in my strong hand or weak hand, okay? I don't have a weapon or armor in here. You could put a shield on in here just to give yourself a little bit of extra protection. Really, any of them will do, but I don't have a shield on because you run faster without weaponry and armor on. Trinket. Not really a good trinket for this one. It really doesn't matter. I have Thor's Pendant on because it gives you a little bit of extra stamina. That's why it's on. There's not really a good trinket for it, but these are really where things start getting crazy. So the Mite Hat. Why is this hat so awesome? Because it gives you hyper stamina. Hyper stamina literally makes it so you're literally, as it states right here, regen stamina faster. Now, this might mean like you guys are thinking like that little bar at the bottom, right? So look at as it's draining, which by the way, it drains super slow with this build, but as it's draining, when you finally go to get it to start, that hyper stamina is what shot that up so quickly. That is what hyper stamina does. Then there's stamina recovery, which is what happens if you get the Mite Hat all the way to Sleek Path. It makes it so when you drain your stamina all the way, which I would have to run for an incredibly long time in order to drain out this stamina, guys. An incredibly long time in order to drain this all the way. But if you do that, stamina recovery, what that does is it lowers the time that it takes for that bar to start gaining again. So, all in all, super helpful if you guys are looking to get away really quick. Also, I have on the Grub Vest. This gives you max stamina, allowing you to run for even longer. Okay, this one also going down the Sleek Path will also give you stamina recovery, making that stamina bar recover faster once you have drained it all the way. So, super helpful? Yes. Awesome thing to have. Now, couple things with this perk, with this build that I want to point out. This is a stamina build. This is not a defensive build. Once you get into a fight, you should have a different armor set down on your quick bar. I would suggest doing something that looks along this line for me, doing my exploration. This is how I would set it up if I was to go and do this build. I would do something that looks like this right here. I would have two armor sets at the bottom. My speed armor set and then my fighting armor set. Okay? Also, before we go any further, there is a little bit of a bug with this right now. They're working on fixing it. If you fight grubs while in this build, you will break how quickly you move in the game and you'll be stuck moving slower than walking pace while you have the intern badge on. So, don't fight grubs while in this build. There is a way to get around it. Getting in the fight with something else and then killing it and getting out has worked 25% of the time to get me out of it, but most of the time I have to go back and load an earlier save. So, if you're going to use this, don't go grub hunting. Okay, I've given you the PSA. Let's get in here. Okay, let's talk stats now. Stats are important. Ooh, wait, I didn't even finish talking about the aphid slippers, which are super important to this build. The quickness is what you get from the aphid slippers, making you even faster, and the sleek perk gives you sprint distance. It allows you to move even further and use less stamina while sprinting. So right here, reduces stamina cost of sprinting, making it why when I sprint like I do, which by the way, getting used to yourself moving this fast in game and then going to any other speed is silly. But You could jump further. You can run further. Your stamina doesn't go down. This is absolutely silliness on how quickly you can move with this build. But let's talk perks, shall we? Perks are important to this one as well. Obviously, we have the quickness on, which you get by doing Natural Explorer. If you want to get Natural Explorer, you need to go around and find different landmarks within the game of Grounded. As you find them, you will be able to unlock different tiers of the quickness. It's 30, 45, and then 60% speed bonus. That's how fast you get moving. 60% faster than anybody else that's going to be in the game with you. Holy crap. This is an incredibly fast build. Okay, Meat Shield. This one you could swap out if you wanted to for Juicy. I'll get into that in here a second. But Meat Shield, this is so you don't die. Right? Because as you're running around, you might take damage from jumping off something and landing. Or if you're running across a bridge or something and you're trying to jump, you might end up landing on something funny, and then you might end up getting hurt. So that is there just to make it so you don't die as often. And also, because you're wearing such piddly armor, you're probably going to get hit really hard. So having yourself a little bit of a buff to health never hurt. But why you could swap this out for Juicy is because Juicy gives you moist, and while you're sprinting, you use more water. So it's kind of up to you which one you want to use for this one, but I would suggest trying out Meat Shield to start with while you're getting used to the class. Then once you're used to it, then swapping over and maybe using Juicy to help you out. All right, Buff Lungs gives you max stamina. I love max stamina. It allows you to run even further. That is what this build is all about. Run, 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 run. That is what this build is for. It's to get yourself de-aggroed and get out of places as quickly as possible. Daredevil. If you're going to use this perk, you're probably going to end up accidentally falling off of things all the time. If you go into like the haze base, I fell off the hedge base. I fell off the hedge base like 5 times while running around. Daredevil, super needed. You get this one by going to Burgle and unlocking it. Same thing for Meat Shield. You buy them from Burgle. Same thing for Buff Lungs as well. All these are bought from Burgle through different Burgle chips you find throughout the backyard. And finally, Cardio Fan gives you extra hyper stamina and extra exhaustion recovery. Exhaustion recovery is that tick back that I was telling you guys about, how it goes back from base all the way full. Super, super needed. Super, super awesome. This perk alone, Cardio Fan, you get it by going through and exhausting your body over and 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 over again. And sooner or later, you're going to start unlocking different phases of Cardio Fan, allowing you to get exhaustion and recovery back faster and give you hyper stamina as well. Needed? Yes. For this build, absolutely. Now, I did say that there was a way to make this even more ridiculous, and that is by coming right over here, scrolling all the way down here, and using one of the most unused things in the game, Shinobi Sneezes. Shinobi Sneezes give you pinch, give you invincibility, and give you minus attack damage. What it means by it gives you pinch. Pinch means when you use it, it hurts you. So, you're going to get hurt by using them. Okay, that sounds a little silly. Once again, a reason to have Buff Lungs on. But it's going to hurt you, okay? And it's also going to make it so you can't attack anything. This is not meant for attacking. This is meant for getting away. Now, the last perk that it has on it, invisibility. This makes it so when you throw it down, all enemies around you can no longer see you. Thus, you'll be de-aggroed from everyone immediately. So, keeping some of these on you and using them if you're trying to traverse the backyard and you get aggroed by something, because let me show you what happens with this build if you get aggroed by something. I'm going to run right over here. If you get into a fight with something in the backyard, okay, and you start attacking, so you're actually in it now. Look how slowly you move, okay? You got to be careful. Now you need to get yourself out of fighting stance. Now you need to get yourself away so that way you can start moving quickly again. This is one of those bugs that I was talking about, how you move so quickly. This is the fastest your character can move when you fight grubs, just so you know. It only works for grubs so far that I've seen. It hasn't done it for anything else I've fought, but it's only if you go grub hunting. For some reason, it breaks your game. Don't go grub hunting. Okay, so that's what I mean by you get a serious debuff, which is why you want to bring Shinobi Sneeze with you while you're running around. And that, guys, is how you make the absolute silliest traversal build in the game. I want to call this like the Flash build or something like that, because you literally move so incredibly fast. I did a comparison yesterday on my max running speed against somebody else's max running speed that didn't have that gear on, even base running speed when they had no gear on. And it is incredibly faster than anything else that they have added to the game. So I would suggest you guys go out and give this one a try. It's a ton of fun. But thank you guys all so much for watching this one. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment down below. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.